Dear friends, hello. I hope you're well and you're having an amazing day. I'm Jan Scalavatis and together we'll learn more about the Mediterranean cuisine and diet. Most of our recipes take a good amount of time to prepare and especially in the cooking, but that doesn't mean that they're not super tasty and healthy recipes that you can spend a little bit less time. Now I'll explain details soon. For now, if you want to find the recipe, you can check down below in our description where will be the link for our website, or you can just type janscalafatis.com on the browser. As you're down there, don't forget to click the red button. That way you're gonna support us, motivate us, and notify yourself for future beauties or future tasty recipes. And I'm really happy. I appreciate your support so far. We have smashed it, especially recently. You guys gone nuts. Alright. Here will be our ingredients. I'll probably add a little bit of garlic and onion, but that will be later. It's nothing crazy. However, it's gonna be really tasty. Super quick. We will need to give it a little bit of time on the cooking time. However, preparation wise will be super quick. First thing that we're gonna do is our potatoes. So see, like in places like the UK, it's quite popular that people will boil first the potatoes and then they're gonna roast them to have like roasties. It's quite popular and it's really tasty, don't get me wrong. However, it's not something that we do quite often in Greece, or I believe in other Mediterranean countries. We instead prefer to slow cook vegetables. When you cook too much and at the same time in a short period of time vegetables, they tend to lose a lot of nutrition and the color, and generally you need to be careful and have a lot of love about your ingredients. If you cannot find baby and you have big, just cut them down, will be fine. Now we're gonna give them a really good wash. We've got already our tray. At the same time, we're gonna set up a big chopping board. Always don't forget a wet cloth or a piece like that or something, or even wet paper below your chopping board so it doesn't move and you don't cut yourself. We will have a little pause. We're gonna switch on the oven to preheat on 180 and then we'll come back here. Important thing, I know you're wondering they're small, why should we cut them? So just to start, if they're that big, you cut them in quarters. If they're a bit smaller, we'll cut them into two. We were gonna cut them because, as I said, we don't boil them. So what we want to achieve here is we want to cook them straight in the oven. Now, if they're big, if you're using big potatoes, not baby ones, you will need to go around this size. I mean, you can be creative as well. It doesn't mean that what I'm doing is, it's just sharing the idea. Now for the chicken, something really important, you gotta use, I recommend using thighs. They're juicy, they're tasty, and if you really want, let me know down below in the comments. I can leave you a recipe for a brine, because we can brine our chicken from 4 hours to 24 hours, up to you. That way it will be more juicy and more tasty. Also will affect the texture. We're gonna cut our lemon into half. We're gonna juice it and then we're gonna use the trimmings as well. I'll show you in which way so we don't waste it as well. Alright, so another piece of information, a lot of knowledge today for you. So I like to get bigger quantities of meat like chicken fresh, and then obviously I'm not gonna use all of it, and I will freeze a portion of it, a proportion, and just label so you know what it is, and then you can store it for up to 3 months. And that way you save money and you have food in case you forget to buy or if supermarkets are closed. Alright, now one thing that we'll do, we'll get 2 bowls. I'll do it the super easy way. It looks like you have to wash more, I know, but it's faster and easier for your life. So we'll get into a bowl and we will add a lot of mustard. And since that wasn't a full bottle, don't worry, I'm not adding that much. We're gonna, if you want, you can use chicken stock, and we've got an amazing recipe on our channel. However, something you gotta do regardless, you gotta add some water and just get as much of the mustard as you can. You don't want to waste it. And then you're gonna add it in here. So basically you're gonna make a marinade. As I said, you can use a brine that if you're interested we can I can leave a recipe in the comments. But if you just want to marinate it, that's one less step. We're gonna add a good amount of lemon here. Here we go. Then we'll add a lot of olive oil. You can use any other oil, however olive oil is the key ingredient, you know. So about a tablespoon of thyme, tablespoon of savory, a bit of oregano, half a tablespoon. We can also crush some lime leaves. You can find them in most of the supermarkets. If you cannot find them, just you can use a little bit of zest of lemon or lime zest. Cayenne pepper, because we love it, about half a teaspoon. Unless you want it more spicy, then you go for more. A little bit of black pepper. And very important will be our salt. So all that here, we're gonna whisk it. So incorporate everything, dissolve the salt just in case, and we've got a nice mixture. What we're gonna do here, we're gonna separate it or split it into bowls. And now in one bowl, we're gonna add our potatoes. Some of them try to escape, that's not very nice. Go back to your team, okay? Don't you ruin my video, yeah? Good. And for the other bowl, we will add our chicken thighs. For this particular recipe, I will do 6 thighs. Now if you want to do more thighs, I'm pretty sure you can do actually a bit more. There's a bit of extra marinade, but yeah, feel free to adjust the recipe. 2/3 of the recipe done, finished. What we're gonna do now, we're gonna place and cling film on top, like so. Now, how long you're gonna marinate it is up to you. You can completely skip this step if you would like, and yeah, you can go straight for the next step. We have some chapters down to help you out. For the ones that are willing to have a bit of extra flavor, cling film in the fridge for about 2 to 4 hours. If you want, you can go even 12 hours, it's up to you, or overnight. Okay, we're back. We're done with the marinating. We did about 4 hours. As I said, you can do more or less. It's really up to you. So we're gonna get our tray. It's very simple, very simple. We're gonna put our potatoes and the marinade, everything. Oh, I've also cut the lemon into little pieces and I've added it into the tray. So here we're gonna use a maurice because this is the flavor. You're gonna add everything in here. So you're gonna spread it a little bit everywhere, all over the tray. And it probably looks a little bit full, however there's still space or room for the chicken. So we're gonna do the same for the chicken. Put it everywhere, and then we're gonna move it to the gaps and push a bit down, not too much, like so. And we're gonna get all the marinade as well. Put a bit everywhere. That'll be the flavor. This is us done. We're gonna put a little bit of salt on top. Crack a little bit of black pepper on top, like so. And now what we're going to do, tin foil. So we have preheated the oven on 180 already. So what we're gonna do is here. Remember, I know it's simple, sunny side, upside. The blunt on the bottom. That way you're using it properly. So we'll put the tin foil and then we'll make it tight. You want to make it as tight as possible. That way you're using it properly. Here we go. In the oven for half an hour. Now important stuff. We're going to remove the tin foil after slow cooking it for a little bit. And you can see the steam coming and good smells. Chopping board again. And we're gonna roughly chop one red onion. And as I said before, that we used, if you used some chicken stock, you can keep some trimmings or the skin. You can keep them for the stock. And the video can be found on our channel, or it will pop out here. So we're thinly gonna slice it roughly. Doesn't need to be precise, doesn't need to be perfect. Another important thing will be the garlic. So as always, we're gonna crush it like so. And the more you chop it, the more intense the flavor gonna be. So we're not gonna go crazy, but just a little bit. Always remove the bottom, the brown bits, and then just roughly cut it. And then we're gonna add it as well. With the help of the spoon, we're gonna mix it a little bit, preferably under the potatoes, because that way it's gonna give us the flavor without actually burning it. And now, just to give you an idea, we will put it back in the oven for about another half an hour until it gets a lot of color and is cooked. And what we want to do is we want to reduce the water content, the liquid, and then achieve a nice glazy, saucy result. Here we've got our results. We cooked it for approximately 40 more minutes, and what is actually left here is mainly the mustard, the juices from the chicken, and a little bit of oil, and all the flavor, all the goodness. You can see a little bit of color of the skin. This is what you want. Within the 40 minutes that you're cooking it, make sure you stop every 15 minutes or 10 minutes and kind of mixing it, because you gotta flip the chicken so it gets color everywhere. And yeah, this is it. It looks amazing, it tastes amazing, and is super easy to make. And again, here's a better look on our plate with the chicken and the potatoes. Super easy to make. Yeah, that goes really well with the tzatziki. And you can watch this video on our channel. That's why I'm saying don't forget to subscribe so you get notified, and then you know you can have a look to all those goodies and the nice recipes that we've got on our website for free as well. Link will be down below in the description. Thanks so much for watching and have an amazing day.